Good morning, guys. Matthew's Be Different, and it's Saturday, and normally my wife would be like, get back in bed. We are sleeping, but today I'm going to wake her up, and we're going to go to the gym together, and she's probably not going to like me for the first hour, but you know what? Love is unconditional, right? So, listen, guys, serious note. We were contacted by, we reached out to some people that we know who have been struggling with their marriage and about trust. And let me tell you something, guys. My marriage right now, both of us have trust issues when we got into the relationship. Not only did it start on a rocky foundation, but we're trying to repair it and grow together and trust each other again. And every day is an exercise in trust. But you know what? We lean into God first, and our trust naturally bonds and grows. And I think we're almost, I don't really even see it being an issue anymore, but you know what? We have to stay on top of it. But this particular couple have shattered each other to pieces. And it breaks my heart because I know the value of marriage. I know that God desires for us to be together. He invented marriage to be a partnership and a friendship and a lifelong commitment to each other. And when we were texting back and forth last night, some things are being said that just broke my heart, because God does not want to see people get divorced and separated. That D word is the most destructive word in history. I've been divorced. My wife has been divorced before. It rips families apart. It rips relationships apart. It is so destructive. It's the most destructive. It affects you financially, emotionally, spiritually. It hits you in every aspect imaginable. And it is so detrimental to your children, to your family. Now, I'm not saying God can't heal it and make it better and make something bad into good. But man, I was really disappointed in the fact that, being the man, how easily he was letting go. And I'm like, wow, it just blows my mind. And I'm going to be encouraging. I'm going to stay strong for him. I'm going to pray for them, because I know that God can change hearts. He can change attitudes and minds. And for you guys out there, I know that our flesh gets tired. It gets weak. It gets fed up. It gets, I'm done. But you know what? God is there to strengthen you. He's there to lift you up and pick you up. And in Isaiah 40, I'm sure we've all heard this before, it says, in verse 28, it says, have you never heard, have you never understood? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of all the earth. He never grows weak or weary. No one can measure the depths of his understanding. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. Even youths will become weak and tired, and young men will fall in exhaustion. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on the wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. And you can look up so many verses about God's strength and how he strengthens us, because we are weak. We are human. We have these emotions and feelings and anger and frustration, and it drives us to do stupid stuff. And I have been there. I have done really dumb things. Made decisions that made no sense at all. And I'm sure God's going up there and like, what were you thinking there? I was like, that probably wasn't the best decision, And of course I'm imitating. I don't know what he really says. But the fact is, guys, we as men and leaders of the household need to lean on God. We cannot do it on our own strength. It's just not possible. If I try to lean into my own strength, I'll get frustrated. I'll get upset. I'll say things I shouldn't say. They just fly off the handle. They come out of my mouth. And it's just so stupid. And I end up having to apologize and ask for forgiveness, because I didn't put God first. I didn't put him as the focus of the problem that I'm experiencing. And for couples who are separating, it's like, God does not want that. He wants you guys to be together and work through it. And I really hope and pray that God brings them together and heals a relationship and hurts, because God is all about relationship with Him first. If our relationship with Him is in tune, everything else will fall into place. I promise. And I encourage you guys to be strong. And I'm sorry I kind of went off on a tangent there, but going through it myself, it breaks my heart seeing other couples going through it. And just know that we will pray for every couple that is struggling, and know that God can turn something ugly and messy into something beautiful and magnificent. He desires to have a relationship with you personally, which will then enhance your relationship with your spouse. Be different today, guys. Know that God can turn your situation around regardless of how ugly or how tired you are. God is there to strengthen you. I know that we as men, we as humans, are weak and feeble, but God can strengthen you. Be different today, guys.